Hello guys. So it is 7:57 p.m. I want to welcome those. If I decide to, maybe I'll put this up with a replay, but we got 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, I will get started and we'll see who joins our virtual release. And so I'm gonna let y'all just listen to the music until 2 minutes. So here we go. This is to celebrate the release of this here cookbook, Food for His Soul Recipes He Will Love. Food for His Soul Recipes He Will Love. This is for my ladies, men, if y'all want to, y'all purchase, that's fine too. But for my ladies who are interested in cooking and adding some new recipes to the cooking toolkit, this is for you. Food for Your Soul Recipes You Will Love. And so tonight, to celebrate, we're going to make the stuffed chicken breast. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes for those to join the room, whoever joins the room tonight. Again, this is a special thing that I decided to do for those who pre-ordered the book. And I'm going to go ahead and wait. We have our chicken prepped up. Again, we're doing the stuffed chicken breast. It's really like this recipe. This book has easy, simple recipes and things that should already be in. Hello, we have China. Welcome, China. I see you guys starting to come on in. Welcome. So we actually have a few people. We'll see because, I know I pushed the time back. So we'll see who comes on in. Again, this is a special thing that I wanted to do for all of you guys who pre-ordered the book. This is our virtual cooking party release. So I'm excited to be here. We got a little music playing. For those of you guys who ordered a physical copy, you will be receiving your copy within 14 business days, okay? For those who have ordered the ebooks, you should have already received it in your email. And so tonight, to celebrate, we are going to be making the stuffed chicken breast. Again, these recipes are simple, and these ingredients should be some things that's already in your cabinet. I like to do simple. I like to do straight to the point. And this book is good for beginners, maybe intermediary, but I wanted to make sure it was good for beginners as well. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes. We'll get started. I want you guys to enjoy the music. And we'll get started in just a second. I bought some string beans. We're gonna do some French style green beans. And there we go. And we'll do some yellow rice. Now, I would do the rice from scratch, but for the sake of time on this broadcast today, I got one of my rices that I love rices. This Goya yellow rice, I enjoy it. So whenever, I'm not feeling like doing a rice from scratch, I do that. Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Shout out to China for being the very first person in the room. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes and we'll get started. I don't want to be on here too long tonight. Yeah. You guys see me? Let me see. How's this? How you guys? Oh, let me move this because I don't want this to fall. Hold on here. Okay. Okay, y'all can see what I'm doing over here. Just put this back here. We'll put that here. Okay, how's it? Can you guys see me? What's it looking like? Okay, perfect. It's all good. Okay, So I'm just gonna get started. So whoever comes in as we come in, I know we pushed the time back, so hopefully I didn't mess with too many people's plans. But I will have this on the replay and I'll email it out. But let's get started because I don't want to be up all night. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys have to be to work in the morning or virtual work. And so let's get started. Again, we're gonna do a stuffed chicken breast. We got our oven. So if you have your cookbook, this is the recipe that's on page 34. So here. Okay. Coolio. All right, so we have our stuffed chicken breast, our chicken breast here. Let me show y'all. Okay. And so these chicken breasts, I got a pack of like 4, and they were super thick, right? They were super thick. And so what I did was I cut them across widthwise so that we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 8 pieces. So I had 4 chicken breasts. They were totally too huge. And so I said, let me slice it along its axis widthwise so I can get 8 pieces. And this is going to make it better for us to roll them up because, you know, you don't want a big heaping chicken breast and like we're stuffing these. So we want to make sure that they're easy to roll, right? All right, so let's get started. Let's start with our rice. Again, y'all, I'm going to do a packaged rice for the moment, just because of the sake of time. You know, eventually I'll show you guys. Maybe I'll do more of these. We'll see. But let's do that. And I'm just going to basically prepare it according to the box. So this is a good, simple yellow rice. And you say, Charlize, but we're not making Mexican. Like the seasoning in this, like the seasoning and the flavors on this and the flavor profile, it's like, it's savory. It's not like super have that Mexican-y flavor. It's like a good savory flavor, so I like it. All right, so let's go ahead. And get this going. And so once we get this on, we're gonna start with the chicken breast. You wanna make sure the oven heats 350. Heat it to 350, okay? So let's do that. Let's get that on the boil. And I think it calls for a little bit of olive oil, so I'm just gonna do a little drop of that in there. I'm gonna let that work and let that heat up. And once that heats up, we're just gonna add the package in there. All the seasonings and everything is already here. And once that boils, we'll add the rice, bring that to a boil, turn it down low on simmer, and let that rock out for 20 minutes. All right? But in the meantime, we got our chicken. Again, we got the chicken, we cut them. And so in the recipe book, I call for 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of pepper. And so I found this. One of the things I recommend with cooking is like one of those things where you can get creative, right? But my sister, she had this here. So this is a Himalayan pink salt. So it has salt and pepper. Salt and pepper all mixed in, and garlic. So I said, let me use this. So I'm going to take about, mind you, the recipe calls for 4 chicken breasts. And so because I had 4 chicken breasts, I called for 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. I'm going to season this on both sides, okay, with 2 tablespoons because we have our salt and our pepper in here. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of this. Let me see if I can show y'all I'll show y'all what this seasoning looks like. Let's see if I can show y'all without spilling. All right. So I'm literally going to take it and season it like so. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of rub that on in. Rub that on in. How are you feeling, China? Looks like you're the only one joining us tonight. Okay. You're enjoying good. Good, good. I don't know what happened to everybody else. But it's all right. All right. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to season all of them. Now, again, the recipe in the book, you do 4 chicken breasts. I have 8, so I have double. So let me season all of these, and then I'm going to show you the mix inside, what that's going to look like. Okay. So we got it all seasoned up there. Perfect, perfect. So let me show you. You just want to make sure it's evenly coated. Can you see that? Okay. Okay. So let's get our inside going. Being mindful with chicken, you want to make sure that you're washing your hands and all the things. Because chicken is one of those things you don't want to cross contaminate. You don't want to get any salmonella. We don't want none of that. Okay. All right. So for the inside, it's quite simple. Okay. Mayo. Now, if you would like to add like some cheeses and things, because I try to stay away from too much dairy. I cannot get away from mayo, but I try to stay away from dairy. So if you want to add like cheese and add some other things in the stuffing mix, you can. But I literally just do mayo. So I'm going to take about 1/4 of a cup. A 1/4 of a cup of mayo. And I'm gauging this because I have an idea about what a 1/4 cup looks like. And so for you guys, you have the table cup measures. Can't wait to make this. Listen, girl, and wait until this thing come out the oven. Okay. So about 1/4 cup. And actually a secret, when I do mayo and I push it up like that, that's almost like a 1/4 of a cup right there. So I'm just gonna take all that. And actually, let me do 1/2 a cup, because remember I said a 1/4 of a cup was for 4 chicken breasts. Because we're doing 8, we're gonna do 1/2. All right, so you got a 1/2 a cup. And, oh, y'all, I gotta do the spinach. So here's some spinach. So let's heat this up. Oh, make sure we don't blow nothing up here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's heat this pan up. We're gonna basically cook our spinach now and then add it to the mayo mixture with a little bit of seasonings, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so just do a little oil there. The thing about spinach, y'all know spinach like literally melts down to nothing. Literally melts down to nothing. Okay. Let me see, because I don't want this to be too close. Actually, let's put this on this side. I don't want anything on our computer there. Okay. All right, so it looks like our water. Remember our water for the rice. Let's go ahead and add this in there. And so one of the things with this recipe, it looks super fancy, but it's so super simple. So super simple. So super simple. So again, our rice going in there. We're gonna let that rock into a boil. And once that gets to a boil, we're gonna turn it down and bring it to a simmer and let that rock out for 20 minutes. And that's the rice, basically. All right. Again, this is our pan heating up our spinach. Our spinach is literally going to melt down to nothing. I think I say in the recipe book 4 cups, but I actually might do half of this just because we have so much chicken breast. Oh, look at that. Looks like our rice is boiling. Let's see if I can grab a lid for that. There we go. And we're going to turn it down. Okay. I'm going to turn it down and let that rock for 20 minutes. What song is this, y'all? I don't know what they. Oh, this is my song. This is my song. All right, let's get that nice and hot. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on our spinach. I like to season in layers, right? So I don't just season at the end. I like to do it in layers. So every single layer. So say, and this is a tidbit too, when you're cooking soups, you're cooking anything, you want to season in layers. So when you add your vegetables, just do like a layer of salt and pepper. If you're adding more vegetables, just do another little layer, just a smaller layer of salt and pepper. So we're going to add this in now because I think we're hot. Again, remember, the spinach is literally going to wilt down to nothing. This is why I moved it, because I knew this thing was starting to go crazy. Can y'all see? I'm going to add half of this because I know this is going to literally wilt down to nothing. And then the rest of this you can use for like a salad or something. So remember, I'm going to do a layer. Another layer of salt. And so once this is done, I can show y'all. Once this gets done, I don't think she has any. Typically, I would take some paper towels and like strain it because there's still going to be a lot of excess water. Excess water in the spinach. So literally, y'all saw how much I put in the how we getting down here. Remember the oven. The oven is preheated on 350. Look at that. Literally. Y'all saw how much you put in there? And where is that? All right. So looking good, looking good. We'll turn that on. Listen. Look at it. All that spinach down to nothing. Nothing. So we have about a half a cup of our mayo. Again, you can add cheeses. If you want to get fancy, maybe add peppers inside of this. Mushrooms, whatever you want to make. You can make this stuffing, whatever you want to make it. This is just the base. All right. So again, typically if I had paper towels, I would go ahead and I'll show you what it looks like in a second. I would add, I would drain it, strain it. But actually this doesn't look like it has too much more Come out. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna mix it. Y'all, I'm gonna cook the rest of it. How about that? Y'all with it? I'm about to cook the rest of it because I think we could use a little bit more spinach. Never have too much spinach. So we're gonna make the rest of it. Literally, we only have like this much. You see what I'm saying? So the mixture here, it doesn't have a lot of greenery. It could use some more greens. So I'm going to add the rest. And what we're going to do, we're going to add, look at all that. I'm going to show you all of this. Literally, we're down to nothing. So another layer of that salt. Let that go. Let me do a stir of. How you doing, China? Stir that up a little. You want it low, but not too low. Good, good, good. Did you order the physical copy or the ebook? Which one did you get? A physical copy, okay. And where are you from? Look at this. Atlanta. Oh, I have to come to Atlanta. I gotta come to Atlanta, huh? Look at this. You see how a little bit, that's crazy. You turn it on. Come on, visit, listen. So I'm gonna add the rest of the spinach and I'm gonna show you. Literally, y'all, we had a whole thing of spinach. All right, we done with this. I'm gonna show you in a second. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So from here, we're gonna add a little bit more of our seasoning. Go by the cookbook. The measurements. Sometimes when I get in the kitchen, I like to finesse a little bit. That's what I like to do. But for you guys who are just starting out with this recipe, and this is what I do. I taste and make sure that the flavors are where I need to be. So I'm not mad at adding just a little bit extra. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a second. And this is where I said, now I'll wash my hands. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad. All right, this is what we're looking like. That's our mixture. Again, you can add some more vegetables if you like. Add some more vegetables if you like. I'm gonna grab our pan. Actually, I'm gonna use this pan. I'm gonna roll them up. I'm gonna put them on here, and then I'm gonna throw them in the oven. Let me see if she has a baking pan. Yeah. I can actually use this. And just in case, I'll leave it there. All right, ready? So, camera's not gonna be close in this one, but I'm gonna walk you through it. All right. So literally just take about 1 tablespoon of the mixture, put it, I'm gonna show you step by step, so don't worry. All right, so that's what that one looks like, right? I put it like almost 1 inch from the edge, and I'm going to roll it up. Roll it, roll it. Now, some of it might escape out on the outside, totally fine. But look at that. All right, and I'm gonna throw number 1 there. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a second. And typically, sometimes I would have cooking string. I would have cooking string and then I would tie it so it can kind of like stay together. All right, so I'm just gonna roll these up. Roll it up, roll it up. Roll it up, roll it up. Roll it up, roll it up. And they look super fancy. Again, you can even, if you want to be even more fancy and make people more impressed, throw in some, you know, peppers and mushrooms and all the things. All right, and again, I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. Ooh, we rolling, we rolling. See how quick this is? All right. Some of it might come off the outside. Scoop it back up in there. So, look at that. I think we just got enough space. So how you doing, sis? You good over there? And I think we just have enough. Now also, you can, if you want to, you can take this mixture and add crab meat, shrimp if you're feeling fancy, if you're not allergic to shrimp. Okay. This one's a little troublesome. This one, of course, the last one will give me a little bit of trouble, but it's okay. We'll add, make sure that's stuffed in there. Okay. All right. I'll show you. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, how professional that looks. And what did we do? We didn't do much of nothing. So now we're gonna put this in our oven, 350, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna check on our rice, do a little cleanup. Make sure our rice is doing good. All right, so I'm gonna do a little cleanup. Y'all enjoy the music? about y'all, but I'm actually a little bit hungry. Okay, so let's check that. Okay, cool. Rice is Gucci. We don't need to worry about that. All of our seasonings, put those away. So also, guys, I have some French green beans. I'm actually just gonna steam those. And typically when I do the string beans, I don't think I have that recipe in the cookbook because it's just so simple. I'll take like a little bit, like maybe like 2 tablespoons of butter, and I will add my seasonings to the butter and then like literally pour it over, you know, the vegetables once they're done. So I'm gonna put those in a pan, just kind of cleaning up as I go. Okay, so chicken breasts are doing its thing. Fresh streaming. Oh, so we have to snap these. I thought these were already snapped. So what I mean by that, I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So these ends here, I'm gonna just snap those off. We don't want none of that. Just like how you used to do in your, I don't know whose grandparents used to do the snapping of the green beans, sitting on the porch and snap. So I'll snap these. I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to steam them. These were already snapped, y'all. Snap those off. Listen, I'm like, I thought we already snapped these things. So now we gotta snap. That's okay. They said trimmed. Y'all lying to me. They done said these was trimmed. Y'all done lied. Y'all lying to Felicia. I don't understand. And so again, once I get these snaps, just gonna add a little bit of water. our rice. Ooh, that's what our rice is. Done. I'll show you in a second. So all we're waiting on is our chicken breast. Steaming these vegetables is literally not going to take too long because I like them to be still firm a little bit. I don't like mushy vegetables. Matter of fact, you can cook them too long that you can actually take out the nutrients that's, you know, the little bit of nutrients that's actually left in. Because a lot of our vegetables and things don't really have all the nutrients that it needs because of like the soil of the earth has become so polluted and toxic. So yeah. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. All right, and that's all I'm gonna do because it's only 2 of us. So, and then the rest we'll do it another time. All right, so snapped, add a little bit of water, turn this up high. Let's get a lid on that. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. The final product. I think we should be almost just about done on our chicken. That water is super hot. We'll plate up, show you what it looked like. Look at this, and it's only what, 8:37? Y'all saw how quick that was? We started what, 8? Not even directly at 8. And then I'm gonna just wipe down, clean up. Okay. We got the string beans rolling. Add this to the refrigerator so she can cook this rice. Oh, let me show you this. Let me flake the rice up, fork it up. I said fork, y'all. I ain't saying no other word. So I'm just gonna. Ooh. I'll get that out later. Okay. I'm sure it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. So, China, what did you do for dinner tonight? Oh, you did take out? Cowboy? What is cowboy chicken? I don't think we have those here. I don't think we have those here. It's a rotisserie style chicken joint I discovered. Oh, okay. Because, yeah, we don't have those. We do not have those here. Our chicken should be done in a minute, couple minutes. So I'll clean up and I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna need to get a towel. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's see. I got to find something. Let's see. She might actually have it. So there she is. Because we don't want to burn these hands. We'll take these out, take a look at them. And we're going to see what we're looking at. Ooh, let's put that down. I think we still have to add, yeah. So I'm going to add it just because these chicken breasts were a little bit longer. I'll show you what it looks like in a second, but now, oh, can you see? I want to add them back in there because it doesn't look like it's quite done yet. So I think I'm going to do another 8 minutes on these. In the meantime, let me plate up. Let me start. Should I start plating up a plate now? I'm going to give it a couple minutes. It's getting hot in here, y'all. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get our thing for the streamings together. I'm gonna do a little olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add about, let's just say, half a teaspoon of salt. And then garlic powder, I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. So that's the secret. If you guys don't have garlic salt, you can do that. Just give that a stir. And again, you can do butter. So I add all my seasons to whatever the fat I'm using, whether it be butter or olive oil. And this is what we're gonna toss the vegetables in. Just like almost like a marinade. And guess what? I think it needs a little more salt, but I ain't gonna do it. All right, so we're just waiting. Oh, that's why. 375. I have it on 375, so that's why it's taking longer. I'm like, why is this taking so long? So, let's see. Dance break. So that was it. I wish I could say I had to get this toddler amount of sleep. No problem. So if you're following me on Instagram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the final product, the final video on Instagram. So I will do that. But I'll also shoot this replay out for everybody who missed it as well. So you have an amazing night. Have an amazing night. Enjoy the cookbook. So when you try these recipes, post a picture, a video, tag me in it so I can see how it came out for you all, for you. But have an amazing night. Okay, guys. Ooh, now I can see the whole what it really looks like. And I'll show you guys. Maybe I should start plating up or something. Ooh. So let us add. Remember I did the olive oil mixture with the seasonings. I'm just going to add those. That on top of our vegetables. Toss it. Hello, how are you? Oh, good, how are you? Good. I'm gonna do a little tossing situation. And that's all she wrote for the string beans. I need a little more salt, y'all. So just add a little bit more. And I'm gonna let that stir that. Our chicken should be done in like 3 minutes. That's fair. For me. And let's see what our chicken is doing. Let's let it finish for the last 2 minutes. And then we'll plate up. I'll show you guys what it looks like. And then we're done. I need some paper towel. So let's add two. Rice. And our string beans. Okay. We here. Not still. All right. Okay. Let us do. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's like money to me. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna cut it open and taste it on the camera. So we need, this one is actually super huge. So we need just a little bit more time. Sometimes that happens. I probably could have tried one of the smaller ones. Let's see. Let's try one of the smaller chicken breasts. Yeah, this one. So just be mindful of that because some of them are going to be thicker than others. So let's chase it. Mm. That is good to me. So yeah, be mindful that if the chicken breast, some of them are going to be thicker than others, so you have to keep them in a little bit longer. Let's show you. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Okay. So you there? So I'm gonna put this back in the oven. I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget, well, you guys already got your copies, but for those, if I keep this up on the replay, grab your copy. That's good. Like the seasoning is great. Let me put this back in here. Those that are those chicken breasts that are like super huge. But again, for those ones that were a little bit smaller, at 375, 15 minutes, or glow. I know. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Love you guys so much.